Okay, so let's dive into this source you brought us. We're looking at a YouTube transcript today.
That's right. It's from the channel Mastermind DJS, and the title is Power All-Day-WITit.
Right. And our focus here really is the language used in these lyrics,
Uh.
the themes, the mindset.
Exactly. What's being conveyed? We're trying to quickly sort of unpack the key ideas, the standout phrases from this specific text.
So where do we start? What's the first thing that jumps out?
Well, one of the immediate things is this really strong feeling of return, a comeback almost.
A comeback. How so?
You see phrases like back on my bullshit and also back on the scene. These aren't just casual lines.
No, they sound pretty deliberate.
Yeah, they signal like a conscious re-entry, maybe reclaiming a spot or just making their presence felt again after being away.
Right, like saying, I'm not just here, I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what's linked to that return seems like success, especially money, is front and center.
Oh, absolutely. It's very direct. The goal is making a lot of money, the image of wanting to count a lot of green. It's explicit.
And the examples are quite vivid, too.
Extremely. Things like having more diamonds on than a thug in 2000s, which that's a very specific cultural timestamp for, flashy wealth.
It really is. Paint a picture.
And being in foreign big boy shit. So expensive cars, right? And getting access, getting into the club.
So these aren't just like abstract goals. They're very concrete symbols of status.
Exactly. Material success is definitely a priority here.
And that seems to fuel this feeling of dominance.
Yeah.
Capability.
Yes, definitely. It moves from just having stuff to, well, wielding power and skill.
How does that come across?
Well, first there's confidence in the lyrics themselves, calling the flows exquisite, but it quickly goes beyond that.
Beyond just skill.
Yeah, to impacting others, impacting the whole scene. Lines like, "I'ma rearrange the game," or "make you speak my name." That's about changing things, demanding recognition.
That's pretty assertive.
Very. And then you get, "I'ma play you like a child." A really blunt claim of superiority.
And that He-Man line you mentioned.
Ah, yes. More power than He-Man type of shit. It's over the top, maybe, but it clearly signals immense, almost overwhelming strength. Using that pop culture figure makes the power feel huge.
Yeah, undeniable, almost mythic, like you said. Okay, so if you're asserting that much dominance, you probably expect some pushback, right? Haters.
The text mentions them directly. All you haters talking bad.
But how does it deal with them?
It just dismisses them, says they never do a nothing. It's like saying their criticism doesn't matter. It's powerless.
Interesting. There's also that bit hinting at a change, maybe something about the past versus now.
Right, there's a line contrasting showing love over some drugs with a focus for music now.
So suggesting a shift.
It seems like it. But I don't get down like that no more. Implies moving away from one thing, maybe drugs, towards music.
Yeah.
But it's immediately followed by this readiness to even the score if needed. So the focus might have shifted, but maybe the willingness to handle conflict hasn't entirely gone away. It's complex.
Okay, so moving forward, but still ready for anything.
Sort of, yeah. It's a nuanced picture.
Got it. And kind of tying all this together, the return, the money, the power moves, ignoring haters, this past-present thing, there's this relentless energy, isn't there?
That's really the core, I think. That phrase, all day with it, it's not just in the title, it's repeated. It hammers home this idea of nonstop effort, constant grind.
Like 2047 dedication.
Exactly. And lines like, shit don't stop, man, just keep going, or thought it was over. Oh no, you just warmed up. It reinforces that this isn't temporary. The effort is ongoing, maybe even escalating.
So success isn't an endpoint, it's just continuous work.
Precisely. It's framed as constant motion, constant exertion.
So wrapping up our look at this specific text, the big message seems to be less about the specific achievements and more about the sheer, unwavering drive behind it all, that all-day-with-it mindset.
Yes, exactly. It's fueled by the desire for status, dominance, the comeback, all projected with this unstoppable confidence.
It's a declaration, really.
Absolutely. A declaration of determination articulated through these very specific cultural references and power claims.
So this deep dive, focusing just on these lyrics,
Yeah.
It gives you a real window into that particular way of expressing a mindset. Now, maybe something for you, the listener, to think about. When you see this intense focus on power, on wealth, on persistence expressed through this kind of language, back on my bullshit thug in 2000s, He-Man type of shit.
Yeah.
What does that tell you about the world? The aspirations, the challenges maybe that this art comes from?
And how does that specific language choice actually shape the message for you? Does it make it feel more real, more intense, more something else?
Yeah, definitely something to chew on.